I need you to stop, right now. Whatever you were doing, whatever tab you were about to open, whatever thought was pulling you somewhere else, stop. Because what I am about to say to you is not something you can hear halfway. It requires all of you. And I have been waiting, for a long time, for this moment. For this exact moment when you would finally be still enough to hear me. I called you. 7 times, not 7 times this week, 7 times today. And I need you to understand what that means. Because it changes everything about why you are watching this right now. The first time I called, you were in the car this morning, and a thought came to you. Quiet, clear, almost like it wasn't yours. That was me. The second time, you felt something heavy come over you for no reason, like a weight, like something pressing on your chest saying, "Pay attention." That was me. The third time, someone said something that hit you differently than it should have, like it meant more than just the words. That was me. I have been calling you all day, and you are here now, which means, on the 7th call, you finally picked up, and I need you to hear what I called to say. Because something is coming, and you need to be ready. Let me be honest with you, and I need you to let me be honest, not defensive, not scrolling away because it gets uncomfortable, just honest. I have been calling you and you have been busy, not bad, not evil, just busy. Busy with things that feel urgent but aren't. Busy with noise that drowns out the quiet. Busy scrolling through other people's lives while your own life is waiting for you to show up fully. Busy worrying about things you cannot control while the things you can control are sitting untouched. I'm not angry about it. I'm telling you because the season that's coming requires a different version of you than the one that has been distracted. I know what's been going on. I know about the exhaustion that doesn't go away no matter how much you sleep. I know about the situation that has been draining you for months. The one you've prayed about, and nothing seems to have moved. I know about the relationship that is not what it used to be. I know about the financial pressure that sits on your chest every time you look at your account. I know about the dream you've almost given up on, the one you still think about but have stopped talking about because it feels too far away. I know all of it. I see all of it. And I called you 7 times today because all of it, every single thing I just named, is about to change. But not without this conversation, not without you hearing what I need to say. So I need you to make a decision right now, a decision to stay in this video, all the way to the end. Not because I need your watch time, because what I have to say builds. What I'm about to tell you in the next 30 minutes is not something you can hear in pieces. You need the whole thing. So make the decision. Stay and listen, like your life depends on what you hear next, because in some ways, it does. I want to walk you through the 7 times I called you, because I don't want you to think this was random. I don't want you to think you stumbled onto this video by accident. Every call was intentional, every call was specific, and every call was because I needed you to arrive here, in this moment, ready to receive what I'm about to give you. The first call was in the quiet. That moment this morning, or maybe last night, when everything was still, and a thought came to you that felt different from your other thoughts. Lighter, clearer, more certain. A thought that said, something needs to change. Or, there is more for you than this. Or simply, I am here. That was me. That is always me in the quiet. I speak in the stillness, because that is where you can actually hear me without the noise competing. The second call was through a feeling. Not your anxiety. I want to be clear about that. I am not the source of your anxiety. But I do sometimes allow a heaviness to settle, a divine restlessness that says, the season you are in is not where I want you to stay. If you've felt that restlessness lately, that sense that something needs to shift but you can't quite name what, that is my second call. I am not punishing you with it. I am prompting you with it. The third call was through a person. Someone said something to you recently. Maybe a stranger, maybe someone close. And the words landed differently than they should have. They went deeper than the surface. They touched something. That was not coincidence. I put words in people's mouths all the time for the people I'm trying to reach. I used a burning bush for Moses. I used a talking donkey for Balaam. I will use whoever and whatever I need to get through to the people I love. And I used someone recently to get through to you. The fourth call was through a door that closed. Something didn't work out the way you planned. A path you were going down hit a wall. And at the time, it felt like failure, like rejection, like God wasn't listening. But I need you to hear this. I closed doors on purpose, not to punish you, to redirect you. Every closed door in your life that confused you at the time, I closed it because I could see where that road ended. And it didn't end where you need to go. The closed door was not a no, it was a not that way. Trust the closed doors. The fifth call was through Scripture. A verse found you recently. Maybe you read it, maybe someone shared it, maybe it appeared somewhere unexpected. And it felt like it was written for you, for your exact situation, at your exact moment. That is not a coincidence either. My word is alive. It finds people. It seeks them out. It shows up in the right place at the right time because I direct it there. If a verse has been following you lately, write it down. It is part of what I am building in this season. The sixth call was through a dream, or a vision, or that half-awake state where something came to you that felt significant, but you couldn't hold on to it. I speak in dreams. I always have. Joseph's destiny was carried in dreams. Daniel's wisdom included the interpretation of them. If something came to you in the night recently, even something you only half remember, bring it to me. Ask me what it means. I am not done speaking through the night hours. And the seventh call was this. Right now, this video, this moment, you finding this or this finding you, was the seventh call. The final one before I needed you to hear what I'm about to say. You answered on the seventh call, and I am glad. Because what comes next, what I have been trying to position you for, is worth every call it took to get you here. Before I tell you what's coming, drop a comment right now. Tell me which of the 7 calls you recognized in your own life. Just write the number. Call 3 or call 5 or all of them. I want to know which one hit you. And it will only take you 5 seconds. Go ahead, drop it below, then come right back. Because what I'm about to tell you next is the reason I called 7 times. Now I need to tell you what is coming. And I need you to hear this not with fear, but with faith. Because what is coming is not something to run from. It is something to run toward. I said something is coming because I needed your attention. And now that I have it, let me tell you what that something actually is. A shift is coming. A real one. Not the kind you manufacture through willpower and hustle and trying harder. A God-orchestrated shift. The kind that happens when heaven moves on behalf of a person who has been faithful in the waiting, who has held on when letting go would have been easier, who has kept believing even when the evidence suggested they shouldn't. That person is you, and the shift is closer than it has ever been. I want to tell you specifically what this shift looks like, because I am tired of vague promises that feel good for a moment, but don't give you anything to hold on to. So let me be specific. Financially, something is coming that you did not engineer. A door, an opportunity, a connection, a stream of income that opens from a direction you were not watching. I have been working behind a wall you cannot see through. And the wall is about to come down. What is on the other side of it has your name on it. It was prepared for you. It has been waiting for you to arrive at this moment, this exact level of faith and readiness to be released. In your health, restoration is coming. Not just physical restoration, though I speak that too. The kind of restoration that goes deeper. The weariness that lives in your bones. The exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. The heaviness that has no medical explanation. I see it. I know what it is. And I am speaking life into those places right now. Your body is not your enemy. I made it. And I am repairing what has been broken, seen, and unseen. Restoration is coming. In your relationships, reconciliation is coming, or release. One of the two. Either the relationship that has been strained is about to be healed in a way that surprises both of you, or the relationship that has been draining you is about to be released from your life in a way that finally feels peaceful instead of painful. I am working in hearts you cannot see into. I am softening what has gone hard. I am loosening what has been tied. Watch your relationships in this next season. Something is moving in them, and in your purpose. Clarity is coming. The fog that has been sitting over the question of what you're supposed to do with your life, what you're actually here for, is about to lift. Not all at once, but enough. Enough to take the next step with confidence. Enough to stop waiting for the whole staircase to appear before you move. The next step is about to become visible, and the courage to take it is already being placed inside you, right now, as you listen to this. You might be wondering, why now? Why not 6 months ago when I was at my lowest? Why not a year ago when I was asking every single day? Why is the breakthrough coming now instead of then? And I want to answer that question honestly, because you deserve an honest answer. The timing was not cruelty. It was preparation. 6 months ago, you were not ready for what's coming. I know that is hard to hear. But I need you to trust that I can see the whole road when you can only see the step you're standing on. What is about to land in your life, the shift, the open door, the breakthrough, requires a version of you that did not exist 6 months ago. That version is being built right now, in the waiting, in the disappointment, in the prayers that felt like they went nowhere, in the nights you cried and kept going anyway. That is where the version of you that can hold what's coming was built. Think about Joseph. He waited 13 years from the promise to the palace, 13 years of being sold, falsely accused, imprisoned, and forgotten. And every single one of those years was building something in him, a character, a wisdom, a humility that the palace position required. If I had put him in the palace at year 1, he would have destroyed it. The waiting was not punishment. The waiting was preparation. And your waiting has been doing the same thing. You are more ready right now than you have ever been, which is exactly why now. I also want to say this, and I need you to really hear it. Some of the delay was not about you at all. It was about the people connected to your destiny. The partner who needed to arrive at their own moment of readiness. The mentor who needed to reach the place where they would recognize you. The opportunity that needed certain conditions to exist before it could emerge. I am coordinating 1,000 moving pieces. I am lining up people and places and moments across timelines you cannot see. And when I say the time is now, it is because all of those pieces are finally in position. Not just for you, for everyone connected to what I am doing through you. Now is the time. If you're still with me, and I believe you are, I want you to do something right now. Subscribe if you haven't already. Because every week I release a new message, spoken directly over your life, about what God is doing in this season. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Hit subscribe and the bell, and drop "I'm ready" in the comments, because that declaration matters. Say it out loud too. I am ready. Mean it. Then keep listening, because the most powerful part of this message is still ahead. Now I need to tell you your part in this, because a shift is coming. But shifts require participation. I am not going to drop something into your life while you are passive and unprepared. I am going to open doors, but you have to walk through them. I am going to give you ideas, but you have to act on them. I am going to send people, but you have to be present enough to recognize them. So here is what I need from you in this season. First, I need you to stop shrinking. You have been playing smaller than you are, quieter than you should be, more invisible than I made you to be. There is a version of you that has been waiting behind fear, afraid of being too much, afraid of failing publicly, afraid of standing out in a way that makes you vulnerable. I need that version to step forward now. Not perfectly, not with everything figured out, just forward. The door I am opening requires you to walk through it, and walking through it means being seen. Stop shrinking. Step forward. Second, I need you to protect your peace. The season that is coming is going to be attacked. Not because I am not powerful enough to protect it, but because the enemy knows what is on the other side of your breakthrough, and he will use people, circumstances, and your own thoughts to try to derail it. Be careful what you let into your mind in this season. Be careful who you share your vision with. Be careful about letting the opinions of people who cannot see what I see talk you out of what I have shown you. Guard your peace. Guard your vision. Guard the word I have spoken over your life. Third, I need you to give. I know that sounds counterintuitive when you are believing for financial breakthrough. But the kingdom works differently than the world. In the world, you accumulate to have more. In my kingdom, you give to unlock more. Find something to give right now. Your time, your skills, your resources, even small ones. Give it towards something that matters, because generosity is a seed, and seeds that are planted in faith, in a season of believing for harvest, come back multiplied in ways that defy mathematics. Give, and watch what happens next. And fourth, I need you to stay in the Word, not as a religious duty, as a lifeline, because what is coming is going to require you to know who I am and what I have said. When the enemy comes, and he will, you need to be able to reach for a truth that is more solid than your feelings. My word is that truth. Get into it every day, even 5 minutes, even one verse. Let it become the thing you reach for when everything else feels uncertain, because it will not fail you. I will not fail you. That is the most certain thing I can say. I said something is coming, and I told you what the good things are. But I also need to give you a warning, because I called 7 times, not just to bring you good news, but to prepare you for what you are going to face before the breakthrough arrives, because breakthroughs are almost always preceded by a battle. And I want you to be ready for the battle so it doesn't catch you off guard. In the days ahead, things may get harder before they get easier. The situation may look worse before it looks better. The pressure may increase before it releases. This is not because I have abandoned you. This is because breakthroughs require pressure. Diamonds are made under pressure. Gold is refined in fire. And the thing I am doing in you and through you requires a level of strength, clarity, and faith that can only be produced by going through something difficult. Do not interpret difficulty as failure. Do not interpret the battle as evidence that you heard me wrong. The battle is confirmation that you are close. The enemy will also try to use the people closest to you, people you love, people you trust, not because they are evil, but because he will plant thoughts and words in them that sound reasonable on the surface, but are designed to make you doubt what I have told you. When someone you love says something that directly contradicts what I have spoken over your life, pause before you receive it. Bring it to me. Ask me if it's true. Because not every voice that comes through a person you trust is my voice. Test everything against what I have already said. My word does not contradict itself. And finally, watch your thoughts. In this season, your mind will be a battleground. Fear will show up dressed as wisdom. Doubt will show up dressed as realism. Giving up will show up dressed as maturity. These are lies. Every one of them. When a thought comes that tells you the breakthrough is not real, that you heard wrong, that this is all wishful thinking, that is not me. That is fear trying to disqualify you before the door opens. Take that thought captive, replace it with what I have said, and keep moving forward. The warning is not to frighten you, it is to prepare you. Prepared people are not easily ambushed. I want you to say something with me right now, out loud, in your room, in your car, wherever you are. Say these words, because declaration is powerful. What you say out loud about your life matters. The words that come out of your mouth, especially the ones you say in faith before you see the evidence, shape what is coming. So say this with me. All of it. Mean every word. I hear you, God. I received the 7 calls. I am here. I am listening. I am ready. I declare that the shift you have promised is real, and it is coming. I declare that the financial breakthrough is already in motion, even if I cannot see it yet. I declare that my health is being restored, in my body, in my mind, and in the places that only you can reach. I declare that my relationships are being healed or released, and I trust you with both outcomes. I declare that my purpose is becoming clear, that the fog is lifting and the next step is becoming visible. I declare that I am done shrinking. I am stepping forward into everything you made me for, not perfectly, not fearlessly, but faithfully. I declare that I am protecting my peace in this season, guarding what you have spoken, being careful who I share it with, refusing to let outside voices overwrite your voice. I declare that I am a giver, and that the seeds I plant in faith are already producing a harvest I cannot yet see. I declare that your word is my foundation, and I will be in it every day, letting it build the faith that the coming season requires. And I declare this: when the battle comes, I will not be surprised. I will not interpret it as failure. I will not quit when things get harder before they get easier. I will hold on to what you have said, even when what I see contradicts it. Because what you say is more real than what I see, and what you have promised will come to pass. In Jesus' name, it is already done. Amen. You answered on the 7th call, and that matters more than you know. There are people I have called 7 times who never answered, who kept scrolling, who stayed too busy, who let the noise win every time. You are not that person. You stopped. You listened. You stayed through the whole thing. And that tells me something about where you are in this season. You are ready. Whatever you have been waiting for, you are ready for it. And it is ready for you. I want to leave you with this. I am not a God who speaks and then goes silent. I am not a God who makes promises and then disappears. Every single thing I have spoken over your life today, I meant. Every shift I described, it is real. Every warning I gave, it was to protect you, not to scare you. And every declaration you just made, I heard it. I received it. And I'm already working on the answer. You will see evidence of this soon. Not maybe. Soon. Keep your eyes open. Keep your heart soft. Keep showing up. And keep answering when I call. If this message was for you today, drop "I answered" in the comments. That is your declaration that you heard the call and you responded. Then share this video with one person, just one, whose name came to mind while you were watching. Because maybe I've been calling them too. And maybe this is the call they needed to hear. Subscribe for more messages like this one every week. I love you. God bless you. And I will see you in the next one.